Hi students, so in this video I'm going to be showing you how to solve the math problems that we have for this week's worth of work. All week we'll be covering the same style or types of problems for math. So for this week we'll be doing problems focusing on multiplication of 3-digit numbers by 1-digit number. So in case you need a refresher, you might have forgotten how to do this, continue watching the video because I'm going to show you how to do a problem step by step and how to input the problems correctly on the slide so you get credit for it. So let me show you how I solve this problem on the screen. So first, make sure you have a piece of paper and a pencil. So the first problem I want to show you is 604 times 5. So when you do a problem like this, you always want to start by multiplying the one digit by the ones digit. So we want to multiply 5 times 4. So 5 times 4 is 20. Let me use blue for this. Some of you are going to write the problem like this. 4 times 5 is 20, but this is not how you write down the problem or the answer. We actually, to write down the answer correctly, you have to put the 2 on top of the tens digit place. So 4 times 5 is 20, but we put the 2 on top of the 10 digit number, which is 0. Now, if we just multiplied 5 times the one digit number, which was 4, now we have to times 5 by the 10 digit number, which in this problem is 0. So 5 times 0 is 0. And some of you guys are going to want to write it out like this, but we're not done yet. 5 times 0 is 0 because any number times 0 is 0, but we need to add the number on top, which was 2. So 5 times 0 is 0 plus 2 is 2. Okay, we are almost done with this problem. So we did 5 times the one digit number, which is 4. We got 20. We carried the 2 on top. 5 times 0 is 0 plus 2 is 2. Now we have to do 5 times the 100-digit number, which is 6. So 5 times 6 is, if you said 30, you are correct. And you are done. 3020 is the answer to this problem. Now let me show you how to input this on the slide. So let me switch my screen. There we go. Okay, so here we have, so 5 times 4 is 20, so you put the 0 down here. We put the 2 on top. 5 times 0 is 0, plus the 2 is, whoopsie, plus the 0 is 2. Let me see if I could zoom this in a little bit more. Let's do, there we go. If you see on your screen, there's this little magnifier glass. Oh, I don't want that. Let me go back. Okay, this is better, hopefully. So 0 times 5 is 0, plus 2 is 2. Now 6 times 5 is 30. Oopsie. Okay, so you have to be careful when you do the magnifying glass. If you click on the screen, since my magnifying glass is still on, it's going to continue zooming. So I'm actually going to zoom out. There we go. And then click it again. Since it's no longer colored, it's not going to zoom in anymore on the screen. So you can zoom in, but make sure you click on it again when you're done zooming so that it doesn't continue doing the zoom option on your screen. So 6 times 5 is 30. 30. Now, this is part A. We just completed part A. There's also part B. So it says for part B, check the reasonableness of your answer. Round each number to the nearest 100, then multiply. So let me show you what that means. It wants us to round our original problem to the nearest 100 and then multiply. So to do that, our original problem was 604 and they want us to round that to the nearest 100. There we go. 4 is the ones place, 0's in the tens place, 6 is our 100-digit number in this problem. So looking at 6, so because we want to round to the nearest 100 number, we know 6 is our 100-digit number. So we look at the number next to it, which is 0. And remember the rule for rounding: if it's 4 or lower, we round down. If it's 5 or higher, we round up. So because this is 0, we're going to round down. So every number after 6 will be turning into a 0 because we rounded down. So we rounded down, and our new number is 600. If our problem was 654, and we wanted to round to the hundreds place, we would look at the number next to 6, which is 5. 5 or higher, we round up, which would have made our new problem 700. But because it was 604, the 0 is 4 or less, so we rounded down and it made it 600. So let's go back to the screen, to your slides. Okay, so 604, we rounded it, and we ended up rounding down, which turned to 600. So now 600 times 5. I know that 6 times 5 is 30. How many zeros do we have after next to the 6? We have 1, 2. So I'm going to add 2 more zeros. Now the second part for part B is saying, is my answer reasonable? Why or why not? And what that means is do our answers make sense? Does this answer make sense? And I believe the answer is yes. The reason why I'm saying yes is because I think my answers are reasonable, because my original answer was 3020 and my answer that I with rounding was 3000. I believe they are reasonable because they are very close to one another. If my answer right here was 200, is 3020 and 200, are they similar? Are they close? No, so that would be an unreasonable answer, not reasonable, because they're too far apart. So my answers here are reasonable. Yes, it is reasonable because my answers are very similar to one another. Similar / close to one another. And before you are done, I'll move on to your next problem. On the left side here, it says check your work when you're done. To check your work, you're going to just slide the star over, and you're going to see the answers for your work. So for A, the answer is 3020. For B, the answer is 3000. If you got that correct, give yourself a silent cheer. Woo. And all your math problems have this option where you could check your work and see if you are correct. And on Friday, well, before I say what we're doing on Friday, the reason why I have you checking your work is because I want to know if you are I want you to know if you're understanding the concepts. And the only way to understand your concepts is if you can see if your answers are correct or not. And if they're not correct, what do you think you should do? Give you some think time. If your answers are not correct, what do you think is something you can do, even though we're not in the classroom? Ask Miss R, right? Email me, put the question on Class Dojo and say, Miss R, I do not get the math problems. Can you show me some more examples? And I'll be very, very happy to show you, okay? So each math problem has the answers. I still want to see your work, right? I want you to put your work on these squares up here. And then on Friday, I'm actually going to have a quiz for you guys. It'll probably be like a 3-question quiz to see how well you understood how to use how to multiply 3-digit numbers by 1-digit numbers. Okay, so I hope this video was helpful. Once again, if you have any questions or comments, maybe you need more help rounding, let me know and I'll be happy, very, very, very happy to help you. Okay, so I hope the video was helpful. Have a great day. Good luck with the slides, and let me know if I could help you. Okay.